Good evening and welcome to Tech Insights with Brian Cochran, yours truly. We're here every Tuesday at 6 p.m. And today we are featuring a great follow through from our lessons, which is going to be now that I have all that I need to broadcast, meaning all my technical stuff, all my gear. What's next? So tonight we're going to be talking about thumbnails and lower thirds and what they are and how important they are for your media mix to be successful in what you're doing. So that's what's coming up. It's episode 9, Tech Insights with Brian Cochran. Hey, there we go. Now that you've gotten all your, again, if you started from the very beginning with us, if you haven't, go back to look at start at number 1. If you don't have the equipment, this is right now I'm only dealing with, for the most part, the beginning side of putting together your equipment, your audio equipment for video streaming, for video vlogging or broadcast or whatever. That's all taking, that's all for you to get yourself started. And so we got through all the stuff to get your equipment. We've also talked about, the software that's needed, what kind of software, how to use it to distribute your signal out. The next step is how to start making it look fancy. And one of the things that is needed is something called, if you, let me say it this way. If you're going live, then you just go live, because unless you have some production software like I have, if you're just starting with going to using either OBS, which you could do you can put up a thumbnail, and or if you're using, like Facebook and Facebook Live or YouTube Live, then you just go straight in. If you don't have the software, you just like I am right now, you just go live. If you what you notice, just like if you tune in to our broadcast, I pre-programmed as far as the timing. I scheduled it at we're on live, as I said earlier. We're on live every Thursday at 6 o'clock. And so what I did was I created a broadcast, scheduled it for today at 6 o'clock to go live. And so what I did in creating that, let's go there real quick, and I'm going to show you. I'll show you. I'm going to show you from Facebook. I don't use Facebook Live, but I'm going to show you how to set up. No. Let me stay with this. I'm going to go through probably next week and how to set up because I think I did it already. But if you're scheduling something that, when you're doing the scheduling either on YouTube or Facebook, it gives you an opportunity to also upload something called a thumbnail. And I'm going to show you what a thumbnail looks like. That's a thumbnail. So once it's created, it's uploaded, like the one for today. This is the one for today. So I put that on, put that through the service that I'm using. I'm using Restream, which is something I told we talked about last week. So with Restream, when I create the broadcast, I also create what is called a thumbnail. This is what the thumbnail looks like. I put what it is. I put what the title of the show is, what it's about, and then a couple little illustrations of what I'm talking about, and that allows me to pre-set up the show so that way folks know exactly what you're talking about with what is called a thumbnail. It's a thumbnail of what your broadcast is going to be about. And so with that, let me show you a couple. I use a couple different companies, and let me show you those real quick so that way I'll start with the one that with the one that I've been using. Actually, I use all three because they all do something different based on what I need. So let me go back here. Let me share my screen. 1 second. Share screen. Let's go to tab, and let's start with this one. All right. So as you see here, it's called Place It. And Place It, they have a free account which gives you limited. I have a paid account because I do a lot of I create thumbnails for people because we have a desktop publishing division where we do lower thirds, we do flyers and all that kind of stuff. So basically, a thumbnail is a flyer, but made in a certain dimensions, so that way you're able to fit in either YouTube or Facebook for you to do it. So with this company, it has all these different designs that you can do. If you look here, logos here, mock-ups here, and then videos, and it has intros and lower thirds and that kind of stuff. And then what I do is you just type in thumbnails. Thumbnails YouTube. Sorry about the misspelled word. and then it pulls up all these different thumbnails that all you do is, once you create the account, these are templates that you can use to get yourself started. If you look here on the left, all the different ones that they have available for you to use, that's the one, this is the one I probably use the most of right now, because there's other stuff I do for desktop publishing wise that I use it as well. But for thumbnails, it's great to use because it allows me to save time, which saves money, especially if you're not a graphic artist. I do them from scratch as well, and our team does it from scratch. But we found that if we can use templates based upon the colors and the theme, we can create the thumbnail based upon that. And if you look here, there's tons of them here. And then they also have outros as well, which we'll talk about that another time. But that's one company I use. Another company I use, let me go there. Hold on one second. Stop screen. Let me share this other one. The next one I use as well is Canva. Canva is very good. Been around a long time. Also has a free account. It has pricing here. Depending on it, has a free, pro, enterprise, education, and nonprofits. So they have some different prices. So based upon your budget, based upon what you do, if you look here, it does a whole bunch of other stuff that it does as well. And so I use both of those because I do desktop publishing, it saves me time. I create business cards with it. I create all kind of stuff. These are some of the designs that I've done. So you save your designs, you can go back and re-edit them. And then you can go into templates, and let's go to YouTube. Go to videos, and this works for both YouTube as well as Facebook. It has the same thing. It has templates. If you look here at this one here, this one is a thank you page. This was a thank you at the end of your video. Again, I'm not going to get into that one because it takes some extra editing for you to do it because of these boxes. You can either put static pictures of yourself, so you can go in and do some. We'll get into that later. We'll get into doing them. I just want to share with you what we use and what you need, so that way you can be more professional in your looks. But if you look here, it's got tons and tons and tons of templates. So basically, based upon the vision, based upon your need, you are able to use that in order to do what you're going to do. So those are templates. I can't speak high enough. This is one I get. Again, this is the one that I did for us. I did that one for today. That's that's the lower third. So I was able to put where we're broadcasting through, the name of the show, the episode number. I got a picture of myself on there, which is a PNG, which is transparent. So that way it takes away the background that I shot it on. I shot it in a green screen. And then today we're talking about thumbnails and lower third. So let me come out of here and come back to, there we go. And so that's what a thumbnail is. I think it's very important for you to do it because it's one of those where it will modernize and make you look more professional, which is what you want to do, which is the next step. Oop, I forgot to put my phone on vibrate. I am so sorry. Okay, there we go. So the next thing we're going to talk about real quickly is something called lower thirds. And the lower thirds I'm going to go to a couple of different things with lower thirds so that way you understand. So I'm going to do a lower third. I created today just to show you an example of what a lower third is. If you look there right underneath me, it's hard to read, so I apologize. I should have put a white outline border around it. That if you pull it up, right there is my name, and it's a center. This one is a right one. I did a little different design. I put a white outline so you can see with my logo down below, Tech Insights. And then here's another one that I use. This one is from the service that I'm using, but this is another lower third. It has my name as consultant, author, teacher. So you've got to do it different kind of ways, and it allows you to, again, look professional. If you have guests and so forth, you can put their name up. If it's a sermon title, if it's a book title, whatever you want to use it for, you're able to use a lower third in order to do that, in order to make you look more professional, to keep people engaged, because it's not just your talking head, but you're also adding different elements to your broadcast to make you and to give you a understanding of on what you need to do. So that's it for today. If you down below in the comment section are the links to, let me show this other one. I'm sorry, I got one more to show you. And this is the one that we use. This is the one probably I use the most because it's one that we're involved with. Let me pull that one up real quick before I close. This one. You do your lower thirds. You can do your third thumbnails and quite a bit other things with it as well. So let me pull that up real quick. And it is YT Thumbnail Creator. And this one, has a video that talks about it. And actually, let me play the video so that way you can kind of, let me see if it'll play. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Because I remember now when I do video clips, there we go. I think I got it. All right. So let me play this real quick. And then this kind of helps to explain what thumbnails are for and all about anyway. All right, I didn't need to go all the way to the end because you get the gist of it. The reason why I promote this one is because it's a one-time fee, and it gives you almost all the same. It specializes only in if you're only making, if you're not getting into creating all the other stuff, and you only need it for thumbnail creator. This is the one because it has templates in it as well. You can do it. It has tutorials for you to learn how to do it. These are some of the basic thumbnails that are in it, and it's very, very inexpensive. It has a 30-day money-back guarantee, and I believe it's only $15 one-time fee. So that includes upgrades, and then we'll be adding templates to it as well. That's the one this is the one I recommend. If you're just getting started, then this is the way to go because it gives you what you need in order for you to be able to create thumbnails in no time. You can also use this to create your lower third as well. And again, we'll be doing a lesson on how to do both your create a thumbnail using one of these services, as well as how to create a lower third. And that will be it for today. I hope you understand the next step for you, again, is that now that you've got the equipment, the next step is that you start modernizing it and making it look, you can just start, again, you don't have to have a thumbnail, but again, it makes you more people, there's more click-throughs to watch a video because you have a thumbnail that looks professional, not you just standing there, sitting there with a smartphone or your camera and just get up and go flat-footed and start your show. But if you're doing pre-scheduling your shows, then this is the way to go. It does it both on YouTube and Facebook, which is probably the most that most of us are using as far as our platforms for getting our message out. Those are two of the main ones, Facebook and YouTube. Even if you're doing, Twitter, that you can upload the thumbnail, put the description, leave the link down there for the live show, and people still click in for the live show based upon that as well. So I'm going to give you these tips all the time, and I hope this is something that's been said today will motivate you to go to the next level by you doing your lower thirds and doing your thumbnail. This is Brian Cochran. I'm a consultant, coach, and teacher. If you want to reach out, hit me down below, and I will gladly, if you have any other questions, feel free to hit me up, and I will gladly answer the questions for you. If you need me to do, we also do desktop publishing. So if you want us to create if you don't have the time to do it, you want us to do it, we have a very inexpensive price, and a special for those that are part of our Tech Insights viewers, that will give you a discount. Just say, hey, Tech Insights, I saw your show, and then we'll give you a discount on designing your thumbnail for you if you don't have the time to do it or the expertise to do it. So we can do it for you. This is Brian Cochran. God bless you. See you later.